Forensic workers. What's the strangest thing you've seen? Story 1. A couple months ago, we had a super skinny guy's body at my hospital. Nothing weird, right? Wrong. This dude had an enormous dick. Not just big, it literally hung well past his mid-thigh. We reacted like mature, highly educated professionals, burst out laughing and called colleagues to see it. Story 2. A woman died of cancer. She'd had a transplant beforehand. The donor had undiagnosed metastatic cancer that spread to the organ. She survived the transplant, but cancer cells from the donated organ took over. She died from donor-transmitted cancer. Story 3. I'm an EMT. Our ambulance station's attached to the county morgue. I sometimes help the pathologist. Never get used to seeing someone you saw alive, now in anatomical position with organs exposed. Last time was a girl who'd friend me on Facebook. I was thinking of asking her out. Wasn't ready to see her like that. Story 4. Worked at a funeral home. First house call, picked up a guy who died at home. His son said he hadn't seen a doctor in 20 years. At the coroner, found he had a hernia making his balls football-sized. Wore jeans and jockstrap to keep them in. Couldn't bend to clip his dragon claw toenails. You know it's bad when the coroner calls another coroner. Hey man, come see this. Story 5. I'm a nurse. An 80-year-old man admitted to ICU with anal fissures, you know where. He'd shoved an entire frozen magazine up his ass, perforating his intestine. Surgery to remove it, then died of sepsis. Story 6. Interned at the chief medical examiner's office. Guy suicided in a river with a rock-filled backpack. Found quickly, minimal swelling. Autopsy revealed right lung completely liquefied into green pus, drained 1.5 liters from his chest cavity. Left lung fine. Medical records showed he'd seen doctors 5 times before suicide, infection untreated for nearly a year until unbearable. Suspected he killed himself to end the pain. Story 7. Med student in Germany. Pathology seminar. Professor shared weird cases. Strangest. Guy with intimate cheese fetish. Wrapped his entire body in cheese, plastic wrap blocks. Got sick, feverish, but wouldn't unwrap, couldn't sweat. Died of hyperthermia. Professor had to unwrap plastic and remove melted cheese. Humans are weird. Story 8. Guy with massive ascaris, intestinal worm, infestation. As body cools, worms emerge from nose, mouth, every orifice. Truly disgusting spectacle. Story 9. Funeral home worker. During embalming prep/cleanup, found a dick piercing. Whatever, right? Weird seeing it on an 80-year-old Baptist church minister. Story 10. Guy died from pills plus alcohol. Took a full bottle of sleeping pills, half bottle booze, got in hot tub. Body stewed until neighbors smelled it. Can't imagine a liquefying corpse in a jacuzzi. The smell made even cleanup pros, hired by family, vomit. Best description, giant pot of stew. Story 11. My grandpa died after going to bed feeling unwell. Grandma asked if she should come. He said, "Finish your food. It's not a heart attack." It was. Story 12. My wife works at a funeral home, lots of wild stories. More funny than creepy, breaking hip stiffness on a body by flexing the leg up. Grip slipped, leg swung down, heel hit her face, black eye. Had to explain to people she wasn't in an abusive relationship, just got kicked by a dead guy. Story 13. Worked in a coroner's office. Thought a guy OD'd. Autopsy. Lungs oozing blueberry muffin batter. Mouth/throat full of it. Got so high he passed out while eating raw muffin mix. Choked to death. Story 14. Autopsied both a robber and his victim. Robber shot victim in the back as he fled on motorcycle. Cops shot robber in identical spot/situation. Both died from exact same injury. Extreme instant karma. Story 15. Med student visiting forensics lab, shocked how many died by asphyxiation. Of 12 bodies that day, 7 to 8 were. Went home, immediately Googled proper Heimlich maneuver. Story 16. My parents in med school attended car crash victims, autopsy. Revealed he'd survived a wartime chest bullet years ago. Surgeons left it rather than risk surgery. Crash dislodged bullet to his heart, cause of death. Story 17. Med school legend. Body with chest gunshot, no exit wound. Autopsy couldn't find bullet. Full scans, upper torso, abdomen, pelvis, nothing. Finally scanned whole body. Bullet in popliteal fossa, behind knee. Traveled from heart through arteries, lodged in narrowest vessel. Story 18. Dr. Story, med school, late night body exams. 2 a.m., headphones on. Saw arm move, thought mind playing tricks. Happened again, panicked, ran. Told colleagues, no one believed. Next day group lab. Same body, arm twitched again. Professor investigated. Patient's pacemaker still firing, causing arm contractions. Thought it was a zombie. Story 19. My creepiest. Alone in morgue at 4 a.m., using elevator to position body. Reached eye level, power cut. Pitch black. Total silence. Then body bag rustling. Started hearing disembodied voices, indistinct, directionless. Lights returned, continued work. Voices were automated message. Power failure, switching to generator. Story 20. My sister works for county coroner. Middle-aged dad body, seemed heart attack. Got call asking if all orifices thoroughly checked. Had a 12-inch adult toy stuck up his ass.